All right, boys and girls, so it has been 24 hours, and so far, if we look at this, we see that one of our water-filled paper towels is actually lower than our other water-filled paper towels. So overnight, something happened. So I'm looking right now that the weights have shifted because obviously they were balanced before because they had the same amount of water. But the difference is this one is now higher. So you know what? I'm going to pull this out. This. And I'm going to pull this out. And if you can look at both of these. Let's take this one off. All right. So you can see, just look at them. I mean, they were pretty much the same yesterday, but you can see that this one is a lot fuller, and this is the one without our lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and it's pretty dry, considering that it was pretty soaking wet yesterday. And this one is still wet. I could probably still wring, oh, you can see it. As you can see, I can still wring this out. It's still completely full of water. So you can see that there's a lot of water in here, and then here, I have no water. I cannot squeeze anything out. So what happened to the water in this? Well, let's talk about it. Because our lid was on top, the water stayed in, it still stayed absorbed into the paper towel. But because the lid was off of this, the water evaporated, and that means that the water that was in the paper towel was a liquid, and it changed to a gas, and it changed into water vapor. And what happens is the water it turns into a gas and goes into the air because the lid was not on there. So we're going to go into our books, and we're going to write out some notes and describe what actually happened, okay? So please take out your books. Okay, I'm on page 24. It has evaporation at the top, and we're going to fill this out together. Remember, if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause it at any moment. So let's look at number 1. When it rains and the pavement gets wet, who dries it? Well, you can't really dry pavement. So what is happening? We can say the rainwater on the pavement is, and we're going to use this word, evaporated. And what exactly evaporates the water? Well, it's a lot of sunlight. So we're going to say by the sun. Which paper towel will dry the fastest? The one covered with a lid or the one uncovered? Well, based on our little experiment we did, we can definitely say the one without the lid dried faster. The paper towel covered by a lid. Now, I just switched my words. So paper towel covered by a lid will dry slower. Than without the lid. Okay, why did the balance go up on the side with uncovered paper towel? So let's think about that. We had still a lot of water in the cup that was covered. So I think because there's more water in the paper towel, that makes it heavier than the water that was evaporated from the paper towel. So one has water in it, which makes it heavier, and one has without water, which makes it lighter. So we're going to try to explain this the best way we can in a sentence. So I'm going to say that the water in the covered paper towel is heavier. Than the paper towel without water. And what happened to the water in the paper towel that dried out? Well, we know what it did. It evaporated. The paper towel, the water evaporated. And we'll say into a gas or water vapor. All right, so I'll just zoom into this a little bit. If you need to pause it right here, you may. Finish this up, and then tomorrow we're going to be learning about different states of matter. I'll give you a hint. One is water and one is gas. I'm sorry, one is liquid and one is gas. So we'll have to think of the third state of matter, and we'll learn that tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.